In this video, I take you to Bolder Beach Campground in the Lake Mead National Recreation Area. I'll be giving you a tour and showing you the best campsites. We share the best camping locations in the USA.
Hi guys, we hope you enjoy the video.
Check out our RV and camping related gear at our Amazon storefront. Link in video description. You'll have to have reservations to camp here at Bolder Beach Campground. You can make those on recreation.gov. There is a signboard when you come in. We are in Nevada, folks. The Boulder Beach Campground is located right here. It is affordable RV camping. Melody and I have a senior and an access pass. So we can camp here for $10 a night. Regular fee is $20 a night. It's a dry camping experience. I will be showing you the best campsite so you can get the campsite that you want that will meet your needs when you make your reservation. I'll start with Loop A, 1 through 20, campsites 1 through 20. Only showing you the best campsites, folks. Okay, so in the center of your screen, this is campsite 13. And you're going to have a partial view of the lake from campsite 13. You can get a fairly decent sized rig in there. You have a little parking pad out in front here for a tow vehicle. It is a concrete site. There's your picnic table and fire ring. This will be your view out of your sitting area. There is a full hookup campground over here. I believe the sites are $50 or more a night. The last time I looked. That is a different campground over there. So you're kind of butted up here. But if you're Pickens, I skipped a lot of campsites on the way to this campsite, but you do have a view of the lake from site 13. Here's another vantage point of that same campsite, and you have your restroom shower facility right off to the left, right up from the campsite. Site number 13 going down the book for you. This next campsite is going to be a keeper. You have a lot of tree cover, but you do have peekaboo views of the lake from that site. And that is going to be site number 15, pull-through site. Let's go check these restrooms out. Let's go check these out. I stand corrected, there are no showers in this restroom facility. There's a urinal in the men's restroom, toilet, and a handicap toilet. This campsite on the right will also go down the book. This is campsite 17 you're looking at, the center of your screen. Throughout Bolder Beach Campground, they do have these water spigots. So you do have access to fresh drinking water. It is a pretty campground. We're going to go down this way to Loop B. In Loop B, we're going to find sites 19 through 41. Okay, this site coming up on the right is going to go down the book. This is site 31, and that is a keeper, folks, site 31. Do have a water view from that site. This is also going to be a keeper. This is a pull-through site. This is site 33, campsite 33. Let's take a look, see what kind of view you have. Oh yeah. Put your chairs out here and that's your view from your campsite, folks. Boulder Beach Campground, site 33. Nice pull-through campsite. Site 33. Going down the book for you. Campsite 35. This is campsite 35 right here. This is also going to be a keeper. There's the campsite. Let's walk up in the seating area. And I would call this a peekaboo view of Lake Mead. Center of your screen is site 37 going down the book. Site 39 going down the book in the center of your screen, folks. Off to my right is campsite 41. Let's take a walk in there. This is campsite 41. And you do have a peekaboo view of Lake Mead from this campsite. Nice flat campsite. That's your seating area. Campsite number 41 going down the book. Pretty nice campsite. So we're getting into some better views of Lake Mead as we get closer to the lake. This is Loop C, sites 42 through 64. And although your sitting area is not going to have a view from the lake, I am going to give you this as an option. This is site 43, very nice pull-through site. You can get a large size rig in here. But you can maneuver your chairs around anywhere you want. And that's your view of Lake Mead from this campsite. Site 43 going down the book. Right across from site 43, I am going to give you this one. This is site 42. Even though your seating area is technically facing away from the lake, you can see what this gentleman did here. And that's your view from the other side of the camper. Site 45 coming up on the right, that's going to be a keeper. Again, your seating area is not going to have a lake view, but you can get a extremely large rig in this campsite. You have a nice concrete pad. You can get your rig level. There's your seating area. Peekaboo views on the other side of your camper of Lake Mead. This next campsite, campsite 47, handicap site, very large site. Exceptionally large site. Site 47 going down the book for you. This is going to be one of my top picks, even though you're butting up against the RV park on this end of Bolder Beach Campground. But take a look at the view you're going to have from this campsite. This is campsite 53, folks. 53. Going down the book. It is a shorter campsite, but you be the judge. You'll have to check on recreation.gov, see how long the site is. But this is your view from this campsite. Pretty darn cool, huh? Site number 53 going down in the book. Well, that is a different kind of solar setup right there off to the right, is it not? Wow. And this is site 55, and that is going down the book for you, folks. Site number 55. And site 55 is going to have an unobstructed view of Lake Mead. Site 57 is going down the book as well. Site 63 on the right-hand side will be going down the book. It's a pull-through site. So we're getting even closer to Lake Mead in Loop D. These are sites 65 through 87. I'm only showing you the best campsites. Now remember, you can take your chairs and move them where you want, but this is site 66 in the center of your screen. And you'd have a wonderful view on the opposite side of your camper here of Lake Mead. Going down the book for you, folks. And site 68, even better. Site 70 off to the left going to be a keeper, and that's nice. It has a covered pavilion on there. Very nice. Going down the book for you folks. And you're going to have a wonderful view of Lake Mead. Site 72 going down in the book. Site 74 off to my left. This is going to be a keeper. Again, you can move your chairs where you want, but you do have a cover, which is nice. You have some shade there with the tree. Let's step back in here and see what we got. You could set your chairs out. You have peekaboo views of Lake Mead toward the rear of the site, even better. We have some more campsites down here, folks. Site 76. That is a nice site. Again, your seating area is facing away from Lake Mead, but you can always put your chairs out here, and that is your view. Ha! Pretty cool, huh? And that last campsite is Site 76, another vantage point for you. Campsite 75 coming up on the right, that is a keeper, folks. Site 77 is going to be a top pick for this campground. Look at that unobstructed view of Lake Mead. Gorgeous. Campsite 77 going down in the book. I think if your rig will fit in there, 77 is a very high on my list. Very high on the list. Campsite 81 off to my right. It's going to be a keeper, and it's campsite 81 right there. Look at that view. Campsite 82 off to my left. This is going to be a keeper. And your seating area is going to be looking right into the lake. Here's your seating area, and look at that, folks. Site number 82 going down in the book for you. Remember, folks, when you see these boots, you're going to see some good campsites. Boots on the ground, that's what it's all about. Campsite number 82 going down in the book with a fantastic view of Lake Mead recreation area. Right across from Site 82 is Site 83, and this is also going to be a keeper. And this is my top pick so far in this campground. Look at this. This is your seating area. And this is your view of Lake Mead. Unobstructed view of Lake Mead. Wow. This is my top pick for this campground so far. Folks, I'm able to create videos like this because I've visited over 1,000 free and affordable camping locations from coast to coast. Our channel is all about free and affordable RV camping. If you like this type of content, pound the like button and make Melody happy. Yee, buddy. This is exactly why I do this stuff, folks. Site number 83 going down in the book for you. Campsite 85 off to my right is also going to be a keeper. View is not as good because some of these obstructions are right here by your sitting area, but you can always move your chairs to the rear of the site. And then you will have an unobstructed view. Look at that, would you? Campsite 85 going down in the book. Campsite 85. This corner campsite will also be a keeper. This campsite 87 you're looking at. Campsite 87. And right off to the left of campsite 87, you have this little vantage point. That is beautiful, is it not? So you can see there's a campground host up here. There's another restroom. This is the amphitheater down in here. And it looks like you have a pretty nice view of the amphitheater. Let's take a walk down in here. Oh, wow. I'm telling you what, Lake Mead National Recreation Area at the Boulder Beach Campground did it up right here, folks. Look at this amphitheater and look at the view that you have. This camping opportunity, affordable RV camping opportunity at Boulder Beach Campground. This is why I do this stuff, folks. I mean, you don't get views like this in your average cheap campground. Again, Melody and I can camp here for $10 a night, $20 retail. Let's continue the walk of the campground. I'm only showing you the best campsites. So the amphitheater is right off to your right here. The walking trail going to the amphitheater. Site 106 is going to be a keeper right here. Fantastic view of Lake Mead. And Site 107 right here, seating area facing Lake Mead, is also going to be a keeper. Site 109 is a keeper. Right across from Site 109, you have Site 110, and you're going to have a nice view from Site 110 as well. You also have a tent pad right there, if you happen to be a tent camper. I have a little correction here. That site with the tent is Site 108. This is Site 110 right here that you're looking at. And since no one's here, let's see what kind of view you have. You also have a tent pad right here, Site 110. That's your view. Not bad, folks. Site 111 is also going to be a keeper. You do have an overhead obstruction right there, but you'll have to take that into consideration. Site 111 going down the book. Site 112. I'm going to walk around the corner here so you can see a little bit better vantage point what you're getting into. Still not a bad view of Lake Mead from this campsite. You be the judge. Site 113. Site 113 is also going down the book, right in the center of your screen. Site 115 is right here, and this is going to have a nice view. You also have the pavilion over your picnic table, and look at the view you have there. Wow. You also have water at the rear of the site. Let's see. Let's do a function check. We like to do this. I have been surprised before. And we have Wawa. Site 116 in the center of your screen. That's another keeper. And you're going to have peekaboo view of Lake Mead. Site 117, extremely large campsite. Handicap. Got a tent pad to the rear and a fairly decent view of Lake Mead. Having your morning cup of coffee out here, folks. Site number 128, I believe. Let me zoom in, see if I can see. 126. That's why I got zoom, folks. Site 126 going down the book. Handicap site. And there's a little bit better viewpoint of campsite 126 going down the book for you. Very large campsite. Wow, Site 95. There's a lot of good sites here, folks. Site 95 is going to go down the book. Let me show you what kind of view you have. Okay, so the view of the lake itself is not all that great, but that's why I put boots on the ground. But if your pickings are slim, this site may work for you, folks. Okay, site 104. You're going to have a good view from site 104 of Lake Mead. There you go. Right in the center of your screen is site 89. That campsite up there is the one I previously showed you. You can see how that's going to work out. Site 89 gives you a view like this, folks. Not too shabby. Looks like there is a picnic area a little bit closer to the beach. And here's site 90. Site 90 is going down the book, and you're going to have a darn good view of Lake Mead from site 90. Right over in here. And off to my left is site 91, and that is also a keeper, folks. Off to my left is site 92, and that is also going to be a keeper. All good views, folks. And off to my left, site 93. You're not going to go wrong with site 93. Excellent view. Excellent view from site 93. And also off to my left, site 94 is going to give you a pavilion to the rear of your site, and you're also going to have that view of Lake Mead. And you do have trash receptacles and a dump station at Bolder Beach Campground with both a flush water and fill water at the dump station. Hope you got something out of the video, folks. That's why I make them. I'll leave you with some photos on the way out.